Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Today, we, Alexa, Octavio, and Sarai, are going to answer some questions. The first question is, what is the CEFR and why is it important for a language teaching profession? Well, the CEFR, or Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, is an international framework used to describe language proficiency levels from A1 to C2. And it is important for a language teaching profession because it provides a common standard that helps teachers, institutions, and learners understand what a student can do at each level. What do you think, Alexa?
I think that the CFR is a system that describes language levels from A1 to C2. It explains what learners can do in language at each level. And it is important for a profession because it helps teachers set clear goals, plan lessons, and assess students in a consistent way. It also focuses on real communication and not only in grammar rules.
Yes. What do you think, Octavio?
As you were mentioning, the CFR stands for the Common European Framework of Reference, and this is an international system that measures your abilities in the language, for example, writing, speaking, listening, and reading. Also, it is very important for a profession because it gives you structure and goals. Also, it helps teachers to select appropriate material and grade students in a more fair and professional way, and like sets a like international, no, a universal language that helps all the institutions to follow and help learners to identify their areas where they need to improve.
Okay. For a second question, we have what's your opinion regarding the move from skills to modes of communication, especially focusing on production? Well, in my opinion, the move from traditional skills such as speaking or writing to of communication is very positive and necessary. Instead of focusing only on the final product, this approach emphasizes the process of communication, including planning, compensating, and monitoring language. When we focus on production as process, we understand that making mistakes is a part of learning, and the students are encouraged to use strategies to express meaning, even if their language is not perfect. What is your opinion, Alexa?
I think that this change is positive. Like when we talk about speaking and writing as skills, we often focus only on accuracy, but production is more than that because it includes having a purpose, thinking about the audience, and organizing ideas clearly. It helps us see communication as something meaningful and connected to real life situations.
Yes, Octavio?
I think it's a big improvement because, as you were mentioned, we moved from the four basic skills like reading, writing, listening, and speaking, and came up with the production stages or ideas. For example, like you were mentioning, compensating, monitoring, or planning. And I think it's very important because it gives you like a glimpse that production takes steps and processes.
Okay, thank you. For last question, we have how has this unit changed your understanding of production? Well, for me, this unit has changed my understanding of production by showing that producing language is not just about accuracy, but about communication. I learned that production involves different strategies, such as planning what to say, compensating what missing vocabulary, and monitoring and repairing errors. As a future English teacher, this helped me understand that students should not be interrupted for every mistake, and instead they should be supported to self-correct and express their ideas clearly. Overall, this unit helped me see production as a dynamic and strategy process rather than a simple speaking or writing activity. What do you think, Alexa?
I think that this unit helped me to understand that production is a process and not just the final result. Because before I thought that production meant only speaking and writing correctly, but now I see that it also includes planning ideas, choosing the right words, and organizing information. Because it is not only about being correct, but to communicate effectively.
Yes, Octavio?
Well, it helped me realize that there are more features that maybe we were not very aware of it. For example, that in production we need to take into consideration some strategies, like for example planning before speaking or writing, and that also involves processes that we need in order to produce well when communicating or producing language.
Okay, thank you guys. Well, Thank you all for listening to our podcast, and we hope you really enjoy it. Bye. Next time we see.